So yeah, Director of Business Development at Deeto. I'm not going to share too much about myself to save some time. So we'll jump right into Deeto and who we are. But essentially, we're an all-in-one platform, makes it really easy to activate your customers at scale. We think like that's really the most important part, is getting as many customers as possible activated. Working with enterprise clients, mid-market clients, you could see some logos here to the right. But really the emphasis here and what I hope you get out of this is that all-in-one platform helps you with capturing contents, rewarding customers, reference management, activity tracking, referrals, running referral campaigns, running surveys. So you could start off with one of these and then grow as needed with the platform. Second thing I want to emphasize is just how easy it is. So we put a lot of effort on designing it in a way that it's easy for your sales team, easy for you, easy for your references, easy for your prospects. So we do have different interfaces for all three. And I think that's one thing that makes Deeto very, very special. And we'll talk about this more during the next 10 minutes. I want to introduce Amber, who's probably my favorite customer from ParentSquare. Got to meet her last year, and a big advocate of ours. She's the Director of Customer Advocacy at ParentSquare. I'll hand it over to you, Amber.
Hi, Gabi. Thank you so much. That's so very kind of you. I am a huge fan of Deeto, and so I'm really excited to be able to speak with you all today. ParentSquare is an EdTech communications platform, so we are in that education field, and I'm really excited to get started. So let's do it, Gabi. All right, so when our advocacy program was new at ParentSquare, so I am very fortunate to have the opportunity to be building the program in partnership with Deeto. And before we found Deeto, what we were seeing is that our content was everywhere. It was on Airtables, it was on spreadsheets, Google Docs, just all over the place. So it was really hard to manage where the content was, who our ambassadors were. There really wasn't even any opportunity to effectively reference match. It was reaching out to sales and CS, hey, do you have this person or in this area? So tracking things was very inefficient. But then we found Deeto. So we were really excited when we found Deeto, and we began our partnership right away because we were in the process of, again, developing our program, and the Deeto team was incredible at really partnering with us and helping us see areas that we could improve and how that would work within Deeto. So it was incredible to get all of our current ambassadors and references into Deeto. And we had immediate access to their information on the dashboard, the content that they had created. And it was like suddenly my marketing team, our sales team, our CS team, our product team, everybody was like, this is amazing. We can do so much in Deeto. Where has this been our entire life? So what I really got excited about was that Deeto was giving our team, my team, the chance to really be heroes in our entire company. So we are excited now to really have, since we have launched this, we're about 15 months in, and we're really excited about our data. We look at our data a lot. We do a lot within the data dashboard of Deeto in who we invite, how we strategically invite them, et cetera. So it's really a great opportunity for us to look at any gaps that we have. So for instance, since I'm looking at this dashboard, I'm seeing video testimonials at 35, but we have 370 joined references. So how can we get strategic in reaching out to those 374 references and maybe getting some additional video testimonials? So in the next slide, I believe I will talk a little bit about the ease of how it has been, how we've been able to really reach out to them and strategically get more of this content.
Yeah, so really the first step with Deeto is to build out this reference pool and pool of customers. So I think, Amber, if I'm not mistaken, the number's already updated. You have like, I think over 1,000 pieces of content from those references. So already growing since we started here. But wanted just to give a quick demo before we jump into how you reward your customers and get them logged in. But essentially what you could see here is like this main dashboard where you see all your references. you could find the relevant case studies, video testimonials from your customers. It's very searchable. You could find activities. You could find all the customers who are willing to do webinars or different activities like that. And each profile that your customer will, when they join, will be created. And you could see, how many reference calls have they completed? How many referrals have they submitted? And see all the content that was actually created inside Deeto. So when you run campaigns with your customers, they would be able to very easily, in a couple minutes, create videos, case studies, ROI data. Everything here is logged in like this profile that's just very searchable for your customers. So that was just like a little sneak peek. And now we'll explain, why would your customers even want to join Deeto and what makes it special.
Awesome, Gabi. And Tamra, thank you for the compliment on my glasses. I appreciate that. So why do customers want to join Deeto? Well, first, we hope that they love ParentSquare. But secondly, we got so much great feedback about how exciting it was for them to onboard into Deeto. And what's really great is as we meet with our ambassadors and, we actually schedule one-on-one meetings with them, they are constantly finding opportunities to be able to earn points. So this is an example of how the ambassadors can earn points. They can use those points towards swag in the ParentSquare store, et cetera. There's different ways that Deeto has that set up. We are just on a point system at ParentSquare. So it's really fun for them to earn points and be able to get rewards for that.
Yeah, so I'll just mention that we fulfill all those, the gifts, the gift cards, donations, and then also could allow swag as well.
Also, we originally did the onboarding with our cab as well. And it was so fun to hear their feedback and how much enjoyment they got out of creating their content and how AI was reconfiguring that content to the point where our cab was like, man, we sound really cool. We sound really smart. And so it is actually really fun to hear their feedback on just even onboarding and how much they enjoy the onboarding part of joining Deeto and creating that content. They also have full control over what they want to participate in. And so this is an example of one of our dashboard. You can see where they are choosing how many times they want to be a reference call, which is huge because we don't always want to be going to the same people all of the time. You can also see we have a variety of activities that we want them to sign up for. And this was a huge, huge part of why we partnered with Deeto, because we were having a hard time completing our case studies. We were having a hard time finding people to do webinars. So being able to have them raise their hand and volunteer to be in an activity, participate in something, was a really great opportunity. So this piece for us was absolutely vital to our success with our ambassadors.
I want to take a second just to talk about our prospect reference solution. So you can actually see here a short demo within Salesforce, but we're completely integrated with Salesforce and HubSpot. Once you have enough references in your pool, which we make it very easy to create, your sales team has easy access not only to references, but to content as well. So we'll match prospects with the most relevant references and give them a process that within a minute or 2 minutes, you're able to connect the prospect with those references and content. We track the success of those references. So you're getting dashboards and reports. And we can even create what we call microsites where we put together relevant references and content and could share that. In the comments, we'll add here just one microsite that you could actually see some of our references and content and see an example of what that looks like. But it's just a very easy solution for your sales team, and then makes it easy for you to go and track, and say, how much revenue are you impacting? What is your win rates? What does your sales velocity look like when you're using content and references? So just makes that process way, way easier. And we'll take you here just to one more last slide, I promise.
Thanks, Gabi. I can't say enough how much it really is a true partnership between ParentSquare and Deeto. When I have a question about something, and I saw some of the questions that were popping up here about things that you all want to hear more about, and I would love to be able to talk about that. The great thing is I am able to talk about that with Deeto. Those are things that we partner together on, we strategize, and we figure out what is best for us to have this content, be able to track our ambassadors, et cetera, but also the strategy behind what we're doing. So A huge thanks to Deeto for the partnership with ParentSquare, and thanks for this opportunity.